Well, up and at 'em, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us here on this Tuesday morning time now to check in with our good friends, the Better Business Bureau of Central New England. Alex Guardiola out at an important meeting doing what, I don't know, important meeting people do, hobnobbing with all the other presidents and CEOs, Better Business Bureaus around the country. And, Megan, we're glad that you are here this morning to be able to tell us a little bit about what is going on with JM Scully Jewelers. But first, tell us what's happening with Better Business Bureau right now, how people can keep up to date with all that you're doing.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you, Hank, for having me on. Very happy to be here. We have a great business, accredited business, that'll be on today. But currently, we are at our local Better Business Bureau in Worcester, are preparing for our Central Mass Award Marketplace Excellence. So we would like all of our accredited businesses to come in and join us for a wonderful night of networking. It's going to be held on November 13th.
Wonderful. All right, we're looking forward to that. That's going to be at Wachusett Mountain?
Wachusett Mountain, 5 to 9 p.m. on November 13th.
What a great event. Everybody's invited.
Yes, everyone is invited. Primarily, it's to celebrate our accredited businesses, but we want everyone to come and enjoy a wonderful night and do business with other businesses.
Yeah, business to business, peer to peer, so important. If you're not a member of the Better Business Bureau, good time to go check out some of the other businesses, figure out how and why it is that you want to become a member of the Better Business Bureau. Well, right now, we do have one of those accredited businesses with us. John Scully is with us, JM Scully Jewelers. You're familiar with it. It's right on Main Street in Holden. John, how long now for JM Scully Jewelers?
Well, I opened up on April 1st of 2023. I've been doing the same thing for 46 years.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty old. and so it's a little over a year and a half at this location. I've always worked for other stores, and I said in the store that I worked at the longest, they wanted to retire, so they sold the store. So I said, I'm going to go on my own, and I'm going to navigate my own way until I no longer love the jewelry world. And
well, after 40-something years, probably there's an inkling that you like it okay.
I think I do like it. So since April 1st of 2023.
That's awesome. I mean, really, what a great, I guess a little bit of a leap of faith, but how wonderful after all those decades of working for somebody else that you decided that here you would go out on your own. Different, having worked for someone now to be the boss and calling the shots?
It's actually, I always say I'm the only 65-year-old that has opened up their own business. This was a year and a half ago. What I like about it is that I have my own hours. I set the hours, and I can come and go if I have an appointment, because I do a lot of custom work, and I might have to go to someone. I even will go to someone's home if they want something designed. So it's just a lot of flexibility that I have.
Well, that's interesting. So it is
very busy.
Right, very busy. But so is it 9 to 5, or that's not really what you're doing?
Well, I'm working Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm open 10 to 5. And Saturdays I'm open 10 until 2. And when I'm not open, when I close, usually on Wednesdays and Thursdays, it's hard to do all the bench work because I am the jeweler. I do all my own work. And I also sell and I create. So when I lock the doors, that's when I probably stay for 2 or 3 hours doing my bench work to do what I have to do. I also do trade work. I do other area stores there because there's not a lot of jewelers that do the work. So I do a lot of. I have about 5 accounts that I do their work also. So it's
what are most people looking for right now? What's hot?
I'm selling a lot of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands. I sell a lot of loose diamonds. I sell the lab created diamonds. You've heard of that. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of custom work where they might want to redesign maybe their mother or their grandmother's rings they have and make it into something that they want. I do a lot of that. General repairs, pretty much everything.
Yeah, anything and
Watch
everything.
Repairs,
so,
I do all
right,
that.
somebody's got that heirloom, or they do have that watch that meant so much to their father or grandfather still in the family, and where do you get that, repaired in 2024? So you go to Scully Jewelers on Main Street in Holden. It's interesting to me about these synthetic diamonds. So that's very popular now?
They're not a synthetic. They're actually genuine diamond, but they're made in a lab. Laboratory. They are lab created. They're the genuine diamond seed, and it's fabric. It's grown right in a lab.
Wow.
The only thing is pros and cons. They're a lot less than the natural mined, but when you go with a mined diamond, that's might have been in the ground for a million years.
Yeah.
It's that much more. So.
Wow, that's interesting. But the wedding bands, the engagement rings, these are the things that people are always looking for. Well, that's nice to hear that there's so many people who are getting engaged.
All the years that I've been doing it, a lot of my customers have been finding me, whether it's on social media. That's a big way. Better Business Bureau.
Yeah.
That people have gone on there and they've called me. I always ask, how did you find me? Yeah. And they'll say from social media. People saying, where can I get this done, or who? And lucky enough, they've said my name, and also Better Business Bureau. People have called me. They went on Better Business Bureau and they actually saw the accredited thing right there.
Yeah. A lot of not a lot. All of our accredited businesses and non-accredited businesses actually have a profile with us and a rating. So, and when you become accredited with us, you do have access to those leads from people who do come in through our site to find you, which is incredible. I think that really shows how valuable the accreditation is and how it can help your company, any company.
It definitely does. And I'm a member of the Wachusett Area Chamber of Commerce, the Worcester Chamber of Commerce. I've been involved with SCORE. So I tried. Yeah. I had a year from when the store I worked at, they sold. I had about a year and a half trying to figure out all this background stuff, like how to get things started. And that's what I did. I just researched all the different avenues to help me. So when I opened, I was running.
Right, but you had that base of customers who had been coming to you for years because of your designs. I'm also interested in the way in which you're working with other, stores as well. You had mentioned, because you're one of the creators out there, and not every store has that.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, if they need something that's made, they'll either send me what they want, or the repairs, or they need stones set. I do a store up in Maine. I do most of her stock stuff, and she'll send me 30, 40 jobs every month, and I'll get her. So it's just, and they just have it's what's kind of neat is that I'm one of the only ones probably. There aren't a lot of me doing it.
Well, that is part of it. So that is one of the reasons that you are unique. Yeah, absolutely. That's where you are in the market.
People, they feel trusted when they know that when they bring their item in, it's there. It stays there, because that's where it is. That's where it's done. So.
Yeah, you talked about the fact that you belong to these organizations. So social media, a great way for you to get the word out. But obviously, by being a member of the BBB, these other organizations, you're finding a lot of value in that.
A lot of value with that. Lots of value. Yeah.
And to be able to do that as well. What first got you into it 40 years ago?
When I was going into college, my best friend then, his dad, his father, they had a family jewelry business in Worcester, and I just wanted to say, we were going away on spring break, and I had no money, and we said, see if I can help out at the store, I'll do whatever. And then I just stayed on and helped me to go through college. I got nosy, and then started working at the bench work, and then went to some schools for that.
So the bench work, that's really the creative part. So you really got into the creative end.
That's where I started, you're right.
Yeah.
It helped me, it paid for college and got me through. I've liked it ever since. So.
Are there some pieces you can think of that you really put you on the spot here, but over 40 years where you really say, boy, I loved that piece when I made that?
There's some pieces that I think back, I don't know how I did it, but I did, but I'm like, for example, customer, they weren't in the state, they were out of state, and they saw a diamond tennis bracelet, which means it goes diamond tennis necklace. It goes all the way around, all diamonds, and they started at one of the best jewelry stores in California, like around, and they wanted that, but they didn't want to spend that amount of money, and so they sent me a picture of it and a design drawing, so I copied that. I made it, and so things like that are special. And then, and plus, I just find it special when I sell someone a diamond when they're just starting out. I just feel honored that I'm actually part of their beginning, of their engagement, of their life, together, and then the wedding band. So I just feel honored to do it. I just love it. It's something that I just feel a part of their like beginnings, I guess. It's just fun. It's always been fun.
Yeah, that shows, and that's why we want everybody to go to JM Scully Jewelers right on Main Street in Holden. Or if they can't make it in those store hours, it sounds like they can contact you and still get that relationship going. How do they do that?
They can go online to jmscullykjewelers.com. It's my website. My girlfriend Karen designs it all, and she does all the marketing for that. And there's a contact. They can set up appointments online. If they want to set up an appointment with me, they can actually be on that. Just Wednesday, 11 o'clock, ring sizing or design. They want to design something. They want to see a diamond. They can do all that. They can pick out a diamond there too. They can do whatever they want. It goes directly to me, and I even have a day where if I'm not going to be open, I have the flexibility where I can be open. If I'm not going to be open, they only can make it on a Monday. Well, I can be open for them. So I do whatever the customer wants, and that's the way it is.
Another great BBB accredited business.
Yes, and I can just say my boyfriend's going to be thrilled hearing me talk on this. As you talk about engagement rings, I know exactly who I'm going to when that time comes. But thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me. It was great.
Thank you. Yeah, and one more time, Meg, people want to get in touch with the BBB. Best way for them to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So as always, 400 Grove Street. We're always in the office. You can always call us at 508-755-3340, and we hope to see you all on November 13th.
JM Scully Jewelers on Main Street in Holden. John, thank you again for coming in.
Much.
For John, for Meg, I'm Hank. We've got more to come right here on the Talk of the